Okay, everybody, we're going to do my next game of my original run of Jeopardy for the Super NES. This is game 17, and I've won $453,600. All I need is $46,400, and I'll break $500,000 this run. Let's see if I can do it. I'll be him this time. Here we go. Jeopardy round.
Here are the categories.
We're going to have these as our 6 categories. We have state holidays, 50s TV, art, 5-letter words, rock and roll, and finally, language. So as I try to add on my $453,600, I'll start things off with art for 100, please.
The answer is...
He painted old women of Arles as well as young men of Tahiti. Who's Paul Gauguin? Art for 200.
The answer is...
Tesserae are the small cubes or shaped pieces held in place by plaster, cement, or putty in one of these. What is a mosaic? Art for 300.
The answer is...
He painted bird illustrations in addition to writing poems about birds, like the owl and the pussycat. See if Mike knows this any better than I do. Edward Lear. Uh-huh. Alright. 50 TV 100.
The answer is...
Ricky Nelson's brother. Who is Eric? No? Uh-uh. It is David. Oh, okay. Mike got that one. It's alright. 5-letter words, 100.
The answer is...
Used by a carpenter, a master sergeant, and a dentist. What's a drill? 5-letter words, 200.
The answer is...
A lady's handbag or something done to lips before a kiss. What is purse? Five-letter words for 300.
The answer is...
A police wagon, a rice field, or Arthur Shaefsky. What is patty? Five-letter words for 400.
The answer is...
Hamlet said, frailty, thy name is this. What is woman? Five-letter words for 500.
The answer is...
In Czech, it's Herrick. In German, Schauspieler. And in Hollywood, usually unemployed. What is actor? Ran that category. Let's go back to 50s TV for 200.
The answer is...
Fictional homeland of Ricky Ricardo. It was Desi Arnaz's original one. What is Cuba? 50s TV for 300. Daily double. I'll do it. He teamed up with David Brinkley in 1956. Who's Chet Huntley? Correct. 400.
The answer is...
He played Grandpa Amos on The Real McCoys. Oh, I forgot. Soup. Walter Brennan. Here we go. Next clue. Languages for 100.
The answer is...
The Flemish language of Flanders, Belgium, is actually this language. Oh. The Flemish language of Flanders, Belgium, is actually this language. What is Dutch? Yeah. Could I have languages for 200, please?
The answer is
Sure. Our words alcohol, alfalfa, and algebra come from this language in which al means the, and Mike locked me out. It's Arabic. Arabic. State holidays, 100.
the answer is
Kamehameha Day is celebrated on June 11th in this state. What is Hawaii? State holidays for 200.
the answer is
In Maryland, Vermont, New Hampshire, and South Dakota, it's always observed on May 30th. What's Memorial Day? State holidays for 300.
the answer is
Huey P. Long Day, August 30th, is a holiday in this state, but only proclaimed by the governor. What is Louisiana? Yeah. Languages 400.
the answer is
October holiday called Pioneers Day in South Dakota and Discoverers Day in Hawaii. What is Columbus Day? Holidays, 500.
the answer
State holidays,
is
I mean. May 8th, his birthday, is a legal holiday in Missouri. Who's Harry Truman? Okay, let's go back to languages, and I'll take it for 300.
the answer is
Most people in Gibraltar speak these two languages. What are English and Spanish? Languages for 400.
the answer is
The great poet Rabindranath Tagore wrote in this language was common in Bangladesh. What is Bengali? Languages for 500.
the answer is
Revived in modern times is the only colloquial speech based on a written language. What is Basque? No. I don't remember. Hebrew. Hebrew. Alright, we have 8 clues left. 50s TV 500.
the answer is
In 1956-57, he was the last black to host a network variety show until Sammy Davis did in 1966. I'm going to say who is Nat King Cole. Art for 400.
the answer is
Term collectors use for the total number of prints made from one plate during one printing. What is an edition? Art for 500.
the answer is
The art form Surrealism began as a literary movement inspired by this French movement. Soup. Dadaism. Rock and Roll 100.
the answer is
August 5th, 1957 was the first national broadcast of this TV teen show. What is American Bandstand? $200.
the answer is
Hey Jude was the Beatles' initial record for this, their own label. What is Apple Records? Or what is Apple? 300.
the answer is
This former bantamweight could have written Papa's Got a Brand New Punching Bag. Who is James Brown? 400.
The answer is
East and West followed this word in the names of Bill Graham's 60s rock halls. Soup. Fillmore. Now the last clue. Now the last clue.
the answer is
Bernie Taupin's partner. He bought the soccer club he had followed as a child. Who was Elton John? That put me at $7,600. While Sue is $1,300, Mike is $1,100. Altogether that round, we racked up $10,000 total. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy. As mentioned, I am $46,400 away from breaking $500,000, and I could get it this game. You never know. It just all depends on the categories. Here we go.
Here are the categories.
We're going to deal with cartoons, historic names, sports trivia, inventors, law, and finally, famous quotes. Alright. Let's begin. We're going to inventors for 200.
The answer is
Despite only 3 months of formal schooling, he patented 1,093 inventions. I'm going to say, who is Thomas Edison? Inventors for 400, please.
the answer is
Alfred Nobel established the Nobel Prizes out of remorse for having invented this. What is TNT? No. Dynamite, yeah. Oh well. Alright, Mike. Law for 200.
the answer is
A law that sets a time frame for filing lawsuits for prosecuting crimes is a statute one of these. Is a statute one of these, I should say, excuse me. Sorry. Oh, that's too bad. We're looking for limitations. Oh, yeah. Come on. Sports trivia, 200.
the answer is
Until the Speedway was built in 1959, the auto races were held on this Florida beach. What is a Daytona? Let's go with 400 in that same category, sports
the
trivia.
answer is
In 1927, the Toronto St. Patrick's took this more botanical name. What are the Maple Leafs? Sports trivia for 600.
the answer is
Field position in baseball in which one can get knocked out of the box. Pitcher. Yep. Cartoons, 200.
the answer is
The appropriately named Pepe Le Pew is this kind of animal. What's a skunk? Cartoons, 400. I'll bet it all. This superhero was originally called Super Mouse. Who's Mighty Mouse? Cartoon, 600.
the answer is
Name of George of the Jungle's pet ape. What is ape? An ape named Ape. Cartoons, 800.
the answer is
Paramount's Popeye had this many nephews who all resembled him, but whose origin was never told. Four nephews. Alright. Sue takes second place now. It was quotes 200.
The answer is.
Don't one of you fire until you see the whites of their eyes. It was really said at the 1775 battle. Mike. Bunker Hill. Battle of Bunker Hill. Yep. We have a tie for second place between Mike and Sue, each having $2,300. Historic names for 200.
The answer is.
Lionel Barrymore, Christopher Lee, and Tom Baker have all played this Mad Monk on film. Mike. Rasputin.
The answer is.
Testimony of a witness unable to appear in court is an affidavit or this. Deposition. Famous quotes 400.
The answer is.
Lincoln stated this general is a copious worker and fighter, but a very meager writer or telegrapher. Ulysses S. Grant. Uh-huh. Sports Trivia 800.
The answer is.
In one day, May 25th, 1935, he equaled or broke 4 track and field world records. And Sue doesn't know. Jesse Owens. Inventors for 600. The other Daily Double. Gonna go all in. Alright, here's the clue. Inventor of the revolver, his peacemaker helped it win the West, and it's Samuel Colt. Correct. Up to 7,400. That could be a bold move. We'll find out what happens. Sports Trivia 1000.
The answer is.
Oreo cookie eater whose Palm Springs LPGA tournament is sponsored by Nabisco. Who is Dinah Shore? Cartoons
The answer
1000.
is.
Helen Kane sued Max Fleischer, claiming this character's name and voice were copied from her. Betty Boop. Uh-huh. Law for 600.
The answer is.
Latin for you shall have the body. Its application protects against illegal imprisonment. What is a habeas corpus? Law for 800.
The answer is.
Under English law in the Middle Ages, these women couldn't be charged with crimes. Sue. Wives, yep. Here we go. Inventors 800.
The answer is.
Unable to make money on his patent for vulcanized rubber, he died $200,000 in debt. Ah. Sue locked me out. Charles Goodyear, and I knew that one, but oh well. Famous quote 600.
The answer is.
16th century author John Lyly wrote this, had 1,000 eyes, and made metamorphosis. The Night. Law for 1,000.
The answer is.
An unwitnessed will written by a person in his own handwriting, from Greek for writing. And Mike doesn't know. It's a holographic will. Mike and Sue not that far apart now. Famous quotes 800.
The answer is.
To defend Britain, he vowed, we shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds. Winston Churchill, and I wanted to go with that. Famous quotes 1000.
The answer is.
Civil War general who said, war is cruelty and you cannot refine it. William Tecumseh Sherman. Inventors for 1000.
The answer is.
Italian inventor of the thermometer, better known as an astronomer of the Renaissance. Doesn't know. Galileo. Historic names 400.
The answer is.
Empress Sophie the Great didn't sound right, so she changed her name to this in 1762. What is Catherine the Great? $600.
The answer is.
The Lady with the Lamp. Who's Florence Nightingale? $800.
The answer is.
This great violin maker's first name was Antonio, and his last name didn't originally end in us. Who is Salieri? Oh no. Stradivari. Oh, not a lost clue. Mike gets this right. He could tie me for the lead.
The answer is.
If Final Jeopardy, that is. His dime novels made Buffalo Bill legendary. I'm not going to buzz in on this one. So it won't be quite a runaway game, but at least if Mike gets it right, he can tie me if he bets at all. Ned Buntline. So Sue has $6,900, Mike $9,200, and me $18,400. So if Mike goes all in and gets it right, he'll tie me. It all depends on Final Jeopardy. So I won't break $500,000 this game, but that's okay. Category is rivers. You know what? I'm going to go all in. It carries more water than the longest rivers in Asia, Africa, and North America combined. I'm going with the Amazon. So I'll get $36,800 this game. So I'll have $490,400 after 17 games. And I'm going to see you all for the next video.
The Final Jeopardy answer is.
It is the Amazon. Sue got it wrong, so she drops to $3,000. Did Mike get it right? He did. He's at $15,400. I got it right, so I have $36,800 and a 17-game winnings total of $490,400. See you all next time, everybody.